Friends, we will continue with our study of Bhagavatam, 10th 12th Skandhas, also Adhyatma Ramayanam. Let the beautiful messages that are given to by the great rishis, bhaktas, jnanis, our well-wishers be very well received, registered, convinced by us. May we also consciously start becoming bhaktas and jnanis through the practice of sadhana, bhakti, and jnana. Why should we underestimate ourselves? And how long we should go? Only what is said by our mind or as misguided by the worldly people. Why can't we use our intellect's discrimination ability to decide which is greater life? Why also not take a chance of listening and following to our always well wishing masters or the gurus? Why can't we lift ourselves to that higher level? In this way, let the Shastra Shravana make us think, make us take right decision, and make us walk in the right path of divinity. For that purpose only, we are studying all our Shastras. This Shastra Adhyanam is not time pass or time waste or just like that without purpose. No, we have certain goal, certain purpose in mind. With that only, we are putting our these efforts. Let us all wholeheartedly pray to the Parabrahma Tattva, Guru Parampara, all the Bhaktas and Bhagavan in all forms to bless us to strengthen our convictions, strengthen our efforts towards the path divine. Now let us make our due efforts. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदी नदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनग्रह देवताभ्यो प्रहलादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो नमः। श्री दत्तात्रेय दक्षिणामूर्तये ग्रीवादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिवराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। माता पितृ देवताभ्यो नमः। आद्यशंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेषां गुरूणां देवतानाम् अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधसिद्ध्यर्थमस्मिन् क्षणे एव पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत दर्शन भक्ति प्राप्ति अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम तत्कृते ये भक्त साधक सेवका कंकणबद्धाः तिष्ठन्ति सर्वेषां तेषां आयुरारोग्य क्षेमस्थैर्य शक्ति साध संपन्ना प्राप्ति शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन दिव्य कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशम स्कंधस्य द्वादश स्कंधस्य पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ दशमस्कंधः in our 10th skandha 47th chapter after Sri Krishna Upadesha through Uddhava Gopikas having caught the message still they were in that fresh mind of overpowering attachment and prema to Lord Krishna. Therefore, while the knowledge is getting digested and the emotions surging out and going out, they spoke to Uddhavji with the same prema towards Krishna, asking, matlab, first of all saying, thank God, Kamsadi are eliminated. Krishna met all his family, friends, relatives. Now he has got his Rajya, all the Bandhu Mitras around. Very good, he is happy. We are happy for that. Then hope Krishna is giving the love to all as he gave us and he took from us also. And definitely, he will definitely make them pleased. They also will make him pleased. Therefore, tujhe gar mubarak hame apni rahe. In that way, let the Lord be happy. Then in Asha again, why not, if possible, seek them? Ki will Krishna come to Vrindavana and bless us or give us that tapas shanti, like the rain God gives to the forest when they are scorched in the heat of summer sun. So in this way they were expressing. Again they say, why will he come? What he has got with us? He will marry some Raja Kanyas, then he will be very comfortable there living. Not only we, even no other body, not even Sri Lakshmi also is needed for him because of two reasons, that he is Apta Kamaha, he is Krutatma. How nice see each of these knowledges are. We have to become very alert in listening and catching these knowledges and make them strongly embedded in our heart, and that knowledge should become the guidance for our decisions and actions. This is called transformation inside. So he is Shripati, he is Aptakama, then he doesn't need anyone. That means what? Sorry, he is Aptakamaha Krutatma. Therefore, he doesn't need anyone. In the same way, all of us have to become Aptakama. Means what? Nothing should be expectation or desire for us in the world. Anything expectation binds us. Then become Krutatma. Here Krutatma is a direct word, direct meaning. Kruta Atma means made ourselves Kruta Krutya. How do we do that? Only by discovering our own infinite blissful self. Other than these two, the same thing in the Upanishadic Bhasha, it is said as Shrotriyasya Chakamahatasya. Shrotriyasya Chakamahatasya. Taittiriya Upanishads, that Ananda Parampara we see. Ultimately they say Sayeko Brahmana Anandaha. That Brahmana Ananda Praptavan is said to be Krutatma. Akamahata is said to be Aptakamaha. See, when Gopikas are saying this, Vyasaji endorsed it, Shukadevji is telling this to Parikshit and all. Therefore, this state of being is possible. We have to make it possible. When we try for it, the Shastra, the Guru, the Daiva will help us. Which state? Apta Kamaha Kritatma. Apta Kamana is transcending Jiva Bhava Panchakoshas. Kritatmata is identifying with our essential self. In this pursuit, first thing is, like tomorrow only we are going to study, or day after, in our Taittiriya Upanishad, remove that wrong notion that that state of being one with the self is not possible. No, that state of self is there. Everybody who tried for that, they have reached it. While reaching to that only, as a sadhana, when they gave up the kamana for everything in the world. Their miseries also, bondages also, compulsions also of various types, God reduced and removed. So that state is there. That is everybody's birthright to achieve it. Anybody who tries, he can reach it. We can also reach an entire Daiva Anugraha, Guru Anugraha, Shastra Anugraha, Guru Parampara Anugraha will be there on that spiritual path pursuing sadhakas. So, therefore, let us take up it as a primary goal, invoking grace of God Guru, walk on that while going through that whatever the life offers to us as duties, responsibilities, obligations. Let us go through that gamut or drama in a light mind, taking them as His prasada only. This is how a very well understood, matured, dignified, spiritual goal oriented life. When we learn to live habitually, then we are helping ourselves to evolve out of the continuous, constant, perennial bondage, misery of birth and death, and in between every sort of difficulties and problems. So these two words, Aptakama, Krutatma. Okay. Then after having spoken about Krishna, again they talk about themselves. And the very, very first thing is little difficult to understand, but later on also. So they say that we have heard in the story of Pingala that Ashahi Paramam Dukkam, Nairasham Paramam Sukham. And yet, knowing this also, still we have Asha in Krishna. That is why we are having this dukkha. So it means what? They have become aware of the problem. Problem is neither in Krishna nor in Krishna living in them and going. Problem is in the mind in the form of asha. So how one can remove the asha? Only by trupti. At the outer world level, with whatever we get at whatever stage of life, immediately be contented and trupta, thus nip at the bud level asha. And then the remaining life we have to pursue only in obtaining the ultimate truth. For them already, Krishna as an Atma Sarupa, they are taught by Uddhavji or Krishna through Uddhavji. They only have to abide in that knowledge. And thereafter, in one or two slokas, they express their dukkha and anguish of being separate from Lord. Thereafter, Uddhavji takes up and so much praise he pours on these gopikas and all. It is really one of the very beautiful topics, subtle topics, if one has time and patience to study. That portion today we will chant and see. So let us chant from the verse number 47 up to 69. जितना हो सके उतना कथा करेंगे रिमेनिंग टुमारो. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम दशम स्कंधः पूर्वार्धः. अथ सप्तचत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः. गोप्य ऊचुः. श्रीशुकोवाच. गोप्य ऊचुः परं सौख्यं हि नैराश्यं स्वैरिण्यप्याह पिङ्गला तज्जानती नाम्नः कृष्णे तथाप्याशा दुरत्यया क उत्सहेत सन्त्यक्तुम् उत्तमः श्लोकसंविदम् अनिच्छतोऽपि यस्य श्रीः अङ्गात् न च्यवते क्वचितो सरिच्छैलवनोद्देश गावो वेणुरवायिमे सङ्कर्षणसहायेन कृष्णेनाचरिताः प्रभो पुनः पुनः स्मारयन्ति नन्दगोपसुतं बता श्रीनिकेतैस्तत्पदकैः विस्मर्तुं नैव शक्नुमः गत्या ललितयोदार हासलीलावलोकनैः माध्व्यागिराहृतधियः कथं तं विस्मरामहे. हे नाथ हे रमानाथ व्रजनाथार्तिनाशन मग्नमुद्धर गोविन्द गोकुलं वृजनार्णवात्. श्रीशुक उवाच. ततस्ताः कृष्णसन्देश्यैः शैः व्यपेतविरहज्वराः उद्धवं पूजयाञ्चक्रुः ज्ञात्वात्मानमधोक्षजम् उवास कतिचिन्मासान् गोपीनां विनुदन् शुचः कृष्णलीलाकथां गायन् रमयामास गोकुलम् यावन्त्यहानिनन्दस्य व्रजेवात्सीत् स उद्धवः व्रजौकसां क्षणप्रयायाणि आसन् कृष्णस्य वार्तया सरिद्वनगिरिद्रोणीः वीक्षन् कुसुमितान् द्रुमान् कृष्णं संस्मारयन् रेमे हरिदासो व्रजौकसाम् दृष्ट्वैवमादिगोपीनाम कृष्णावेशात्मविक्लवम् उद्धवः परमप्रीतः तानमस्यन्निदञ्जगौ एताः परं तनुभृतो भुवि गोपवध्वः गोविन्द एव निखिलात्मनिरूढभावाः वाञ्छन्ति यत् भवभियो मुनयो वयं च किं ब्रह्मजन्मभिरनन्तकथारसस्य क्वेमाः स्त्रियो वनचरीर्व्यभिचारदुष्टाः कृष्णे क्वचैष परमात्मनिरूढभावः नन्वीश्वरोऽनुभजतो विदुषोऽपि साक्षात् श्रेयस्तनोत्यगतराज इवोपयुक्तः नायं श्रियोऽङ्ग उनितान्तरतेः प्रसादः स्वर्योषितां नलिनगन्धरुचां कुतोऽन्याः रासोत्सवेऽस्य भुजदण्डगृहीतकण्ठ लब्धाशिशाम्य उदगात् व्रजवल्लवीनाम् आसामहो चरणरेणुजुषामहं स्याम वृन्दावने किमपि गुल्मलतौषधीनां या दुस्त्यजं सजनमार्यपथं च हित्वा भेजुर्मुकुन्दपदवीं श्रुतिभिर्विमृग्यां या वै श्रियार्चितम् अजाधिभिराप्तकामैः योगेश्वरैरपि यदात्मनि रासगोष्ठ्यां कृष्णस्य तद्भगवतः चरणारविन्दं न्यस्तं स्तनेषु विजहुः परिरभ्यतापं वन्दे नन्दव्रजस्त्रीणां पादरेणुमभीक्ष्णशः यासां हरिकथोद्गीतं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Wonderful, excellent, every of these chapters, shlokas and topics in all our Purana Itihasas, especially in this Mahapurana Srimad Bhagavatam. In that also the Krishna Kathas, in that also Krishna and Gopi, their prema. Nothing can surpass them. Ultimate, Utkrishta, Utkarsha, excellent. So now we are seeing that in that only no little Vedanta, Viveka, Vairagya, Vishayas, Krishna went taught, then Gopikaon ka dil bhi, buddhi bhi thoda jagrut ho gaya. Therefore they are realizing the earlier knowledge here, trying to use it. Let us also be sincere regarding listening to these topics. We will see that 47th sloka, as I promised yesterday, we will explain in 2-3 minutes that sloka of the Vairagya Shatakam. Before that, what did they say in this sloka? Let us understand the literal meaning. What they say? Param Saukyam hi nairashyam. Not having any expectation alone is the giver of Parama Sukham. Swairini api aha Pingala. Pingala, who was even a Swairini, still she realized and she spoke out loudly outside. That's what the sloka. Ashahi paramam dukkham nairashyam paramam sukham iti samchintya tyaktva asham sukham suswapa pingala. That's the thing comes in 11th skandha only when Dattatreya and the Yadu Maharaja story. So, Swairini api aha pingala nairashyam param saukyam hi nairashyam. Okay. Tad janatinam naha Krishne. Even though we know that knowledge, still naha Krishne tatha api asha duratya. Still we have so much asha on Krishna. We are not able to transcend it. Therefore, we are in this dukkha sthiti. So many things here we have to understand. Now, how to start it? We start it with Krishna only. देखो कृष्ण को प्रेम करो, कृष्ण से प्रेम पाओ, लेकिन कृष्ण को अपने आशा से और अपने आप को कृष्ण को के आशा से we should not bind. That is the main thing we have to deeply understand. And how the prema becomes asha and asakti and binds, we have already seen when we want something from them. Now, what do they want from Krishna? Basically, not Dhanadanya Kanaka Vastu Vahana. They want Krishna to be with them. Stula Rupa, Avatara Rupa, Manusha Rupa, Krishna. Please remember, any human being, anybody, permanently cannot be with us. Full stop. If you don't accept that, if you have asha, as long as the asha is not dropped, so long the nirasha, the dukkha will come. So he cannot stay back here. Now you go. Now, you can't leave your people and go there. Even if you go there, he will not give you that much value importance as he was giving you here, because he has got a bigger job there of taking care of parents and all grandparents, entire Mantri Mandali, whole Mathurapuri Rajya. Everything is under his guidance now. Is it not? Now, leaving all that, he cannot give time to you. One has to accept it. And then reduce that physically to be there with Asha. And in the mind, whatever already Bhagavan Krishna gave the Madhura Smritis, remember them with contentment, not remember them asking for the continuation or repetition of them. If we can cut that projection of the mind for the continuation or the repetition, we have curtailed the disease called as asha. We are enjoying that contentment. Thank God Krishna has given his childhood days for us to give us a happiness. Be happy with that. So through that example, we have to understand for us also, with not the disappointment or dejection कि मेरे जिंदगी के लिए इतना ही बचा है मैं क्या करूं, that correct only, but why saying it cryingly? Say with joy, yes, very good. 1 second, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 10 hours, one life, 1 year, 10 years, how much ever the prema we got either from parents or friends or relatives or office or anybody, be contented with that. There's nothing to do with the outer world. Outer world goes in its own speed with its own plan for the totality. It is the mind, if we don't manage it or master it or maintain it or control it, that mind projects for the repetition of the things, continuation of things. It doesn't happen. Therefore, in that mind, the disappointment. Identifying with that projecting mind, I become disappointed. If the intellect is used there, instead of projecting, if we remain contented, instead of creating asha, if we are trupta, then the nirasha will not be there, then dukkha will not be there. Then anyway, the smritis, memories are there. More important than these two is what? Learn this lesson permanently. What is that? Seek the permanent and eternal, not temporary, even it is Bhagavan. Devaki Vasudeva suffered. There Dasharatha died only, Kaushalya suffered. Here Gopikas, everybody knowing that he is Bhagavan, but from him if you have an asha and attachment, you suffer. And another reason is what? Secret. Whether it is Bhagavan or anybody, in our prema toward them, in our bhakti to them, we have to give only. A giver never suffers. Wherever I am suffering, understand that I am the wanter or receiver or the one who is dependent or who wants from others something. How can the love be a receiver? Love, in the love there is a giving only. So when you are a giver, it is in your choice. You keep on giving. Then where there is a misery? Is it not? Though Gopikas I have not mentioned, yeah. For the sake of argument discussion, they can think this also in the mind. I'm just telling this example which is absolutely wrong. This analysis only absolutely wrong just to learn a lesson in our life. It is not fit in the case of Krishna and Gopikas. And yet, what is that? They can also say, we loved Krishna so much, we gave him so much of importance and all. He only left us and went. He is only waste. He is missing this. ऐसा कहकर देख लो. Your mind becomes quieted. Remember, by all means, or whatever the means by which the mind is quieted, all means by which the Lord is truly remembered, all those means are correct. Sometimes we have to help ourselves in coming out of our dukkha through these things. Like somebody left me and went. Stupid fellows, they have gone. What can I do? They don't deserve my love. It is true when I am a true lover of giving prema to others, seva to others. If they leave me and go, that is their misfortune. They don't have prarabdha. Should not be an arrogance. It is only to curtail or discriminate whether we are bound by the people because of our expectation or asha for them. Okay. In this also there is a problem. What is that? That attachment we can call it as also prema. In this also, wherein I say, if they are with me, I would have served them more. Oh, wo bhi फिर attachment hai. In that serving, you want to eke out again some happiness to you. Wherever you seek something external, it is asha, you are going to have nirasha and dukkha. Therefore, internal and eternal, only that we have to seek. Till this conviction doesn't come to us, if you are a seeker or a devotee, Bhagavan will go on giving such experiences by which we are driven towards this conviction that the internal, eternal self alone, being permanent, should be sought. Everything other than it, including Bhagavan's arrival in our life, can give asha if you have nirasha or dukkha if you have asha towards it. देखो कितना बड़ा लेसन है ये. If we really want to be sincere and serious, with this wisdom behind, within ourselves silently seeking the eternal, play the sport outside of your friends, your relations, your family members, whatever is required, without getting bound anywhere. That maturity, neither binding them also. And it is not any dry life or natak life. No. Again, don't go into that carelessness of irresponsibilities with the dry understanding of spirituality. Spirituality says, fulfill your duties so beautifully, diligently, becoming yourself contented, and you can't make the people happy, but doing what is due. Same time, inside, none of these are my goals. My goal is to be one with the permanent, eternal Atma Jnanamaya Shuddha. What are the three things said? Vyatirikto Agunanvayaha. That self alone is my goal. O Lord, O Gurus, O Shruti Mata, O Bhagavat Purana Kartas, all the Acharyas. At this very moment, make this knowledge pakka, make this knowledge as conviction. Please empower us, strengthen us in all the required strengths so that we pursue only this. So that when we achieve it, it never goes away because we are not asking anything other than that. We are never disappointed in life. Gurudevji says, disappointment comes to those who make appointment with the future. Means asha. Okay. Now that shloka in Vairagya Sadakam, it is very mean. I need to spend half an hour to explain it. All that I will not do. Just the beautiful sequence of how we get bound with the first root of asha. How nicely our Bhartrhariji says. I will try to say, you try to catch. Asha nama nadi. Asha is a terrible samsara nadi. And what is the water in that? Manoratha jala. Manoratha. Once that asha and desire are same. Asha and desire comes immediately, the manoratha rupi jala. Manorath mein both. Either remembering the past things and wanting them to repeat, or fancying and imagining newer things. Krishna will come again in the same sands of Yamunaji. We'll spend that, what to say, the Purnami Ratra, and we really talk, he will sing flute for us. This is all called Manoratha. ये होने वाला नहीं. जो gone, gone. Don't imagine again Swamiji will start the 10th skanda right from beginning. That you will never think, I know it. Even if you think, it will not happen. मनोरथ में भागना सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम मनोरथ. We're all always in the ratha of the man ka sankalpa, oh, fancifully going from one place to the other in the mind, wanting it to happen grossly, really, which never happens. So in the Asha Namaka Nadi, what is the Jala? Manoratha Jala, Trishna Tarangakula, Akula Tarangas are the Trishna. Okay, that deep desires of restlessness after the desire becomes stronger, that is a Taranga. You know, the big waves. When you want to cross that river, the big waves won't allow you to swim. You know, the swimmers know. If it is a swimming pool, tub, all koi bhi karta hai. But big rivers, when the waters are flowing in big way, huge waves, then it is difficult. सो आशा नाम का नदी में जल मनोरथ है, बड़े बड़े तरंग ही तृष्णाएं हैं. तृष्णा मीन दैट रेस्टलेसनेस, आई वांट इट टू हैपन लाइक दैट. कभी कभी ये होता है ना हमारे मन में ऐसे स्ट्रांग तृष्णाएं कुछ चीजों के लिए. भगवान हमको उस तृष्णे से बचाओ. अगेन इन द सेम ही सेज तृष्णे जृंभसी पावकर्म पिशुने नाद्यापि संतुष्यसि. सो कालो ने यातो वयमेव याताः तृष्णा न जीर्णा वयमेव जीर्णा. दिस वैराग्य शतकम भर्तृहरि, you must listen at least once in life attentively. Trishna tarangakula. Okay, then raga grahavati. The raga, the attachment are the crocodiles. Crocodiles in the river of Asha. Raga ban jata hai. In the raga, then we insist to the people and all. Vikara hota hai zindagi pura. Shanti of the mana is gone. That's why I said it takes a lot of time to explain with a lot of examples. I'm not doing all that. Only literal meaning I am telling. Then Vitarka Vihaga. The birds in that river is Vitarka. Vitarka is again and again muttering inside, murmuring inside, justification inside. You know, again, whatever the counseling people tell us, or people to pacify us, they tell. So हम फिर सुनकर फिर घुमा फिरा के फिर उसी पे आ जाना. वितर्क विहगा, लाइक बर्ड्स को हटा दो फिर से वही आ जाते. इज इट नॉट लाइक धृतराष्ट्र इज इन दैट वितर्क. फिर भी माई सन शुड गेट द किंगडम. इज नॉट योर माई सन, इज ए बाइसन. उसको मत देना, बट ही हैज गॉट हिज ओन वितर्क. With this, what happens? The goal, any higher nomla, wanting to achieve that, you know, that type of inner strength, etc., become zero only. That is why dhairya drumadhamsini. धैर्य नामक धीरता नामक द्रुमद पेड़ को ये आशा नाम नदी तोड़ देता है. Like the rivers when they flow vigorously and root big trees, boulders, they carry with them, break them. Dhairya drumadham means life appears to be hopeless without the fulfillment of that particular insisting desire. You know, dhairya dhruva, I can't live without that person. That person left, died and left. है ना, फिर मैं को जी के क्या करूं. कुछ लोग उस मूड में जाकर खाना वाना छोड़कर स्लोली इनसाइड दे बिकम वीक दे रियली डाई आल्सो. द मेनी वाइफ और हस्बैंड वन ऑफ देम डाई. उनके अंदर जीने का जो है ना वो द्रुम टूट जाता है. बिकॉज सो मच डिपेंडेंट ऑन ईच अदर नाउ. And then they can't go to parents, they can't go to in-laws, they can't be with the children because they are kidnapped by the daughters-in-law. How can we live life like that? Actually, that is the golden period. If you ask spiritual people like us, where you are given full freedom for your own spiritual sadhana and evolution. Yeah? How you look at it, how you make use of it. Is it not? Facts are facts. Sometimes they appear to be non-emotional or non-sentimental, maybe little difficult to digest also. But what to do? Make use of that time for your sadhana. स्वामी जी, मैं ऐसा कर और रोते रहो. फिर तुम्हारे रोने से लोग वापस आते हैं तो हम सब रोएंगे जो गए उनके लिए. Is it not? The other day I was telling the same thing. If with your cry the dead person comes, we all will cry. So too with the dead persons, the living people, if they start going away, nobody remains in the world. And if nobody dies, there is no place for the people to stay. No, these are the intellectual facts. If you don't accept, digest, then you become broken with sentiments, emotions of non-fulfillment of the ashas. Asha Pasham, the ropes of attachments. Asha from family, Asha from government, huh? Asha workers, they say. Asha from in-laws, outlaws, friends, Asha from our own deha, that it should become day by day. Are buddhu ab to buddhe ho rahe ho tum. Asha from doctors that they give such medicine, that whole disease will go away. Again, we can indulge in the bhoga. सब बकवास आशा है. You only get disappointed with them. एक नहीं दो नहीं. So many the ropes of asha. Here it's a rope. Asha is a river. So dhairya dhruma dvamsini. Then moha avarta. It will have a whirlpool of delusion. Wherein now we start thinking about higher possibility. Just like now I said, the only two ways of life we are having. One is with the people around. Second, all alone. Both opportunities Bhagavan gives. Both can be wasted. You know, with the people, fight with them and get hated, you hate them. That way you can waste. When you are all alone, get frustrated that मैं अकेला हूँ. Both ways you can waste. Many otherwise people do that. There's the other way of using both. When the people around you, then love them, take care of them, feel fulfilled. Ki I have done what I have to do. Then nobody is there all alone. Enjoy your lonely, your own alone spiritual sadhana. Keep targets of japa, puja, sotra patnam, grantha patnam, shravanam, mananam, chintanam, dhyanam. We are not buffaloes that we can't do all this. We are human beings that we can do, rather we must do them. Such a golden moment Bhagavan is giving by keeping you alone. Enjoy them. Mohavartha. In the delusion, you listen to the good advice given by people. We always think people are not understanding our problem and they are not sympathizing with me and they are only giving me wisdom. I'll hold on to my own sympathy seeking mind, will not receive their wisdom. This nonsensical life we live. फिर कौन हेल्प करेगा हमको बताओ. Remember, finally, we with our own intellectual deep knowledge, entire of the life, have to conquer all these mental ashas or emotions and all that. Live a very good, dignified, useful, noble life. We are again कोई रहेगा नहीं हमारे साथ, अकेले हम रहेंगे. हमको अकेले छोड़ेंगे भगवान. Everywhere, you are taught car driving, but finally you are left alone to drive. You are taught how to take off and fly the flight as a pilot. तो आपको अकेले ही छोड़ेंगे. You are trained in army, but in the borders you are left alone only there. We have to fight our own inner and outer battle all alone. Remember. याद रख लें इन बातों को. Throw out as early as possible. Then inside keeping the eternal Lord as goal, outside whatever situations, how that can be used for the sadhana. इस तरह से हमको सोचना है. Anything other than it, depending on the things, beings with asha and all, going to give us dukkha. And the best thought which we shared 10 minutes back is be a giver. And that also don't insist. Sometimes Bhagavan वो भी बंद करते हैं. Like I want to give Gita and Upanishad classes. अब कोई होगा ही नहीं सुनने को. भगवान कहते कोई नहीं, तुम अपना साधना करो. I should not frustrate myself. Sometimes Bhagavan says, लेना देना दोनों बंद, introvert हो जाओ, seek eternal, seek me. Okay. Then Modhavarta Sudustara Atigahana. Sudustara Atigahana is very deep also and very long also to cross this Asha named Nadi. Then Sudustara Atigahana Protunga Chinta Tati. And even you go to the banks of it, you cannot climb the banks because the Tata is called as Uttunga Chinta. That चिंता always, even comparing with others, उनको वो मिल रहे हैं, इनको वो मिल रहे हैं, मेरे को क्यों नहीं मिल रहे हैं. That चिंता always. That can be conquered by looking at others who are less fortunate and less blessed than us. Is it not? We have to see it. Otherwise वो चिंता चिता की तरह हमको जलाता रहता है. प्रोत्तिंग चिंता दटी. Such a river tasyaha paragataha vishuddha manasa. Those whose antakarna has become vishuddha means no kama krodadi rajoguna, no tamogunadi, no nidradi tamoguna. Such vishuddha manasaha alone go across that river. Tasya paragataha vishuddha manasa. Then what will happen to them? Nandanti yogishvaraha. They will really enjoy the bliss by becoming yogishvaras, by reaching the uttama sthiti of yoga sadhanas. It can be bhakti yoga, it can be ashtanga yoga, it is jnana yoga. So we are, as a human being, supposed to reach divine heights through all these yogas. Instead of that, we are lost in the river of Asha, which has got all these things mentioned. Ashana manadi manorat jala tushna taranga kula raga grahavadi vitarka vihaga dhairya dhruva dhamsini moha varta sudustarati gahana prottunga chintatati. तस्याह पारगताः विशुद्धमनसः नंदन्ति योगीश्वराः. हाँ, दिस इज ट्रू प्योर फिलॉसफी. सुनने को दुख लगता है, मजा नहीं आता, बट इफ यू मास्टर इट, द अमाउंट ऑफ जॉय फ्रीडम इट गिव्स नथिंग एल्स कैन गिव. Wherein I know that my goal is only eternal Lord, nothing other than Him is important to me. Whether they are experiences, they are situations, they are beings, or they are things, I give due importance to them as long as they are with me or I am with them. Lest my attention is only for my goal. Neither I am disturbed by the presence of things, beings, nor I am disturbed by their absence. Can there be more peace than this? बताओ. देख लो, अपनी मर्जी है जिंदगी में. सो गोपिकाओं का ये वाणी. हाँ, परम सौख्यमी नैराश्यम स्वैरिणी पिंगला तो जानती नाम. We have heard that one. Still, naha for us, Krishna, to that Krishna, तथापि, even though we know it, आशा दुरत्या. अभी बताए ना, सुदुस्तरा अति गहना आशा. थोड़ा थोड़ा फिर से बार बार आता है, और भी मिल जाए तो अच्छा, और थोड़ा मिल जाए तो अच्छा, दूसरा चीज मिले तो अच्छा. जो मिल रहा है कंटेनमेंट. आपका जो प्रारब्ध है वो आएगा ही, उसमें सुख हो या दुख हो. एंड आवर गोल शुड बी परमात्मा, नॉट इवन पुण्यादि कर्म वी शुड डू वेस्टिंग टाइम फॉर दैट, फॉर हायर कंफर्ट्स एंड ऑल. कोई जरूरत नहीं, हमको भगवान चाहिए बस. इस तरह का निष्ठा जिनको होता है. गुड नो, शुड वी नॉट सीक इट फ्रॉम द लॉर्ड? आई तो आस्क भगवान, ऐसे मन में सिर्फ आपको ही पाने वाला निष्ठा को दृढ़ बनाओ. सो टू अदर दोज हु आस्क, आई कांट फोर्स व्हाट आई हैव फॉर देम. मैं उनको तो रब तो नहीं कर सकते हैं. रब भी रब नहीं कर सकते हैं, तो हम कैसे रबेंगे? ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन योर प्रारब्ध एंड पुरुषार्थ. So they have realized that we have that information, but this is a time for making that information as our own conviction, knowledge, and wisdom. Slowly intensifying love with Krishna in our heart as suggested by him, and removing all the asha, which will definitely be nirasha, of asking him to come and stay or spend time with us. जानबूझकर कृष्ण कुमार खुद नहीं आए. अगर आते हैं तो इट इज एज इफ रिमाइंडिंग देम ऑफ ऑल दुख, बिकॉज मोर देन बीइंग हैप्पी विद देम, विथ हिम दे विल बी मिजरेबल. नहीं कि फिर से कृष्ण भगवान जाएंगे, दुख होगा उनको. अगेन दे विल से स्टे बैक, स्टे बैक, स्टे बैक. अदर ऑप्शन विल नॉट हैपन. 3-4 बार कृष्ण भगवान आए जाए तो ये आएगा जाएगा करके उनके प्रति वैल्यू चला जाएगा. व्हेन द वैल्यू गोज अवे, देन द लव डिवोशन गोज अवे. फिर एवरीथिंग चौपट हो जाएगा. फिर therefore their love should transform into devotion, that should take them to the tattva jnanam, and that should sustainably stay. Same time in them the misery giving and in a vain asha also has to be removed. That trick Bhagavan played. Trick means blessings. Bhagavan has showered on them through Uddhavji. And Uddhava is the master of talk, speech, and master of conveying exactly what Lord wants. So the attachment become devotion. Devotion led to the Tattva-jnanam. In the meantime, the maturity gave this understanding that Asha cannot be fulfilled. Therefore, there is no end to them. Therefore, Asha ko antu ledu. They Telugu mein kehte hain. So never have Asha on. Then, if at all Krishna comes, enjoy. If you go, enjoy. But never be away from Krishna in the heart. If you take Krishna as a human being, the smrutis which you had. If you take Krishna as the God, then the devotion to him. If you say Krishna as Parabrahma, he is your own Atma. See, where is the problem? Perfect all these things. We have to be clear in these knowledges, live that knowledge to help ourselves. Else become victim of the mind, having so many asha, chuti asha, sab say, then we go on suffering. Never ever have, especially in your own domestic life, with your own children, grandchildren, और your daughters in law, sons in law, कुछ आपके प्रारब्ध में है, अच्छा है तो होगा, नहीं तो नहीं होगा. Don't expect, even if they insist. वो क्या कहते हैं, ससुर जी आप कुछ मांग ही नहीं रहे, क्या मांगू बेटा, अपनी बेटी का ख्याल कर, अपना ख्याल करो, बस इतना ही. See that? Even if daughter says, you are not, you tell her, बेटा तुम खुश रहो, अच्छा रहो, फैमिली मुझे क्या चाहिए, खाने को 2 वक्त खाना मिला, बस. आई एम प्रेइंग फॉर यू, आई एम इन द माई स्पिरिचुअल साधना, बस. कितना आनंद होगा मन में. And we expect from them, they expect from us. And Lord is happy because he never expects anybody, anything from anybody. He gives Bhagavatam. He never expects ki whether you change or not. It is for you. If you don't change, why should I suffer? भगवान और गुरु अगर वो आशा रखते हैं तो 1 सेकंड में खुश नहीं होते हो. वो लोग अपना ड्यूटी करते हैं. They express their prema. That's it. Others receive or not, what can they do? They won't. They have to have this type of wisdom very clearly. Okay? Now we go to next like they continue their dukkha. Thoda sa. And very interesting, very good also. Ka utsaheta santyaktum uttama shloka samvidam. Samvit means the yad, memory. And who will be there interested to give up the beautiful memories of Bhagavan Krishna? Uttama shloka is Krishna. Samvit means memory. The beautiful experiences had with them, how can we give up? You should have those memories, but be contented with them. If those memories become asha, then you suffer. So you are not asked to give up the memories. See to it that memories don't become the unfulfillable desires and sufferings. Can we do that? See? They say, Kaha utsaheta santyaktum uttama shloka samvidam uttama shloka samvidam anichatopi yasya srihi angat nachyavate kvachitu. Even Lakshmi Devi is chanchala. She is the most chanchala. And still, she herself also cannot leave Krishna or Narayana his feet. ऐसे चंचल लक्ष्मी देवी ही नारायण को नहीं छोड़ सकती हैं, तो हम कैसे छोड़ें? हमारा स्मृतियां भी उनके साथ रहते हैं. We cannot. Samvidam is the topic about Krishna, thinking about Krishna and all. Please remember our beloveds, whoever leave us. Don't forget them throughout life. Remember, pray for their higher journeys. Okay, you free them from your bondage of expectation. You also free yourself from their bondage and you be on your path of spiritual evolution. Then you remember. See, is it not? That's the purest, healthiest way of relation. Like if I remember my brother who died. So I just say, wherever you are, you evolve in your path. Yeah, I'll also evolve in my path. But I remember you and extend my gratitudes for whatever you gave. Okay, where is the problem? See that. Everywhere, these are the things which help us. So they are saying emotionally, even Lakshmi cannot leave Narayana. How can we leave? उत्साहेत संत्यक्तुम उत्तम श्लोक संविदम अनिच्न श्री अंगात न च्यवते इतना क्वचित. Then they again recollect those beautiful moments spent by Krishna and Balrama in all those places. Sarita, those beautiful rivers are Saritas, Yamuna ji ke, Shaila, all mountains, Vana, all the jungles, forests, Uddesha, other different places, Gokul का हो या मैदान वगैरह, Gavaha, all the cows, Venuravaha, all the flute sounds, इमे Sankarshana Sahayana, all these places, Sankarshana Sahayana along with Balaramji, Krishnena, by Lord Krishna, Acharitaha, they were all frequented by Krishna along with Balarama. These places used to move. गायों को चरने ले जाते थे, flute he used to sing and he was moving in Sarit, Shailavana, Uddesha and all of them. Then what is happening now? Puna Puna Smarayanti. And whenever we go to those places, they are reminding us again and again of Nanda Gopa Sutam Bata. Bata means Ayo Hatavidhi. So that can be positive, also good. You don't have any quarrel experiences. होता तो भूल ही जाते एक्चुअली, जानबूझकर भूल जाते. अब प्रेम में भी फंसा हुआ है देखो. Now you understand how sattva guna also binds. रजोग तमो से सत्व बेटर है, बट दैट सत्व ऑल्सो इज गोल्डन चेन. चेन गोल्ड हो या सिल्वर हो या आयरन हो, बांध तो देता है. गोल्ड चेन इज सत्व गुण, सिल्वर चेन इज रजोगुण, तमो गुण इज द आयरन चेन. वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड एज वी हैव टू ग्रो. नहीं तो फंसे ही रहोगे फिर जिंदगी. हर वन एवरी लाइफ लाइक दिस ओनली. नहीं हमको ऐसा ही ठीक लग रहा है, चलो फिर हम क्या करें. Nobody is responsible for your life. Even God will not take. So Puna Puna Smarayanti Nanda Gopa Sutam. So whenever we go to Sarit, all his sprinkling the water, taking bath in that, ये सारा हमको याद रहते हैं. Shaila, whenever we go to Govardhana Shaila, is how he lifted 7 days. He protected us. कैसे छुपते थे गोवर्धन की गुफाओं में, खेलते थे, वो सब याद रहते हैं. वन तालावन वृंदावन, so many vanas are there. He was moving wherever we go. They all remind him. In fact, it is good. Our Guru and God, if we remember purely, it is always good only. Nanda Gopa Sutam Ayyo Bata Puna Punah Smarayanti. Then Sriniketaihi Tat Padakaihi. Because Sriniketaihi Tat Padakaihi, लक्ष्मी का स्थान वाले उनके चरण वहाँ हर जगह हमको दिखते हुए उनका याद कराते रहते हैं. देन विस्मर्तुम नैव शक्नुमः, you are not able to forget him. Again same thing, never try to forget. Remove the dukkha giving aspect of expectation, asha or attachment. Is it not? See, even though the Gana is full of gum, वो जी गम हिंदी वाला गम को निकाल दो, उसको जॉयफुली गाओ ना. दैट गाना इज परफेक्ट. whoever has written is that. आंसू भरी है जीवन की राहें, कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए, वादे भुला दे कसम तोड़ दे हो, हालत पे अपने हमें छोड़ दे हो, तुम्हें घर मुबारक तुझे घर मुबारक हमें अपनी राहें. इट्स परफेक्टली ट्रू. गम छोड़ दो उसमें से. दिस इज हाउ द लाइफ हैज टू बी कैरिड ऑन टुवर्ड द हायर. और ये सब झमेला किसको होता है? जिसको भगवान लक्ष्य नहीं है. सब प्रॉब्लम यही है. When you don't keep the eternal God as the goal, the ephemeral becomes goal. And how can ephemeral be goal when it is common sense? Simple common sense. So they are all saying ki Sriniketaihi tat padakaihi. You know, those padas of Krishna which are always with Lakshmi Devi, these are Narayana, they all know. Vismartum naiva shaknumaha. We can't forget because wherever we go, he only is reminded. We are remembering him. There is nothing wrong. आशा एस्पेक्ट छोड़ दो, बस आसक्ति एस्पेक्ट छोड़ दो. लकीली उद्धव जी के द्वारा भगवान ने तो अपना स्वरूप ज्ञान दे ही दिया उनको. And that period of transcending from emotion to the knowledge is tough and painful. Everybody will have to go through, and whoever tries, they cross it. And once they cross and look back, they have achieved the greatest height. Thereafter, throughout life, you can never suffer. You can never suffer because you have learned such a biggest lesson from those experiences. So, after saying so, and the next two slokas are really highly emotional. With that, their talk ends. their expression of their love to Krishna. So much overpowering. Prema. So Gatya Lalitaya, with that wonderful movements, walks, Udarahasa, wonderful smile, Leela, variety of Leelas, Avalokanaihi, with such a wonderful loving looks, Madhyagira, with the sweetest nectarine words, Hrutadayaha, he has looted our hearts. Katham tam vismarama. Hey, he means, yo, how can we forget him? कथम तम स्मराम हृतदिया सो हमारे हृदय भगवान ने लूट ली सेम थिंग इज इन 12th स्कंद तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन हृदयस्थम कुरु केशव उन्होंने केशव को हृदय में लगाया बट द फिजिकल फॉर्म वाला केशव सो ही दे शुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट कृष्णा इज परमात्मा ओके दैट वे एवरी जीव अल्टीमेटली इज परमात्मा ओनली उस परमात्मा भाव को ज्यादा वैल्यू देते हुए द टेम्पररी को आप साइड पे रख दो तो बस एंड इट्स ओनली वी हैव टू कट दैट इट्स ऑल इन द माइंड रिमेंबर यू रिमाइंड यू रिमाइंडिंग याद रखना इस बात सारा ये झमेला मन में है एंड अनदर आश्चर्य विषय आई एम टेलिंग इवन एज यू एक्सपेक्ट is it not? Even you expect or pray, even is fulfilled, that will be more miserable than the other side of it. You understand? This unseen side, generally we don't speak because it's very, very bitter truth. We don't speak क्योंकि फिर उस तरह का सोच में ले जाने से फायदा तो होगा लेकिन if they don't receive it, like somebody died related to me, anybody whom I love, not died with all diseases, coma, running to hospital again and again. He is suffering and she are easy and we are so. Is it healthy or this is better? अब देखो these things cannot be openly discussed. आप बताओ yeah is there but his old age is they can't. You only say यार ले जाओ भगवान. It's all in the mind. It's all mind. Never is happy, contented with its maturity by accepting what is happening. वहां दिमाग काम नहीं करता इमोशन इस तरह का सोच विचार से क्विकली वी हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ दुख तम विद्या दुख संयोग वियोगम योग संगीतम एबिलिटी टू डिटैच फ्रॉम द दुख विदाउट बिकमिंग दुखी इज योग यू कांट स्टॉप द अराइवल ऑफ दुखस बट टू बिकम दुखी आर नॉट इज ऑलवेज इन अवर डिस्कशन हाँ हो जाओ दुखी बट लंबा खींचो मत थोड़े समय इसलिए कोई रो रहा है ना किसी बात पे उनको रोको मत मतलब ज्यादा भी रुलाओ मत let them come out of all that दुख का हद से गुजर जाना ही इलाज होता है दर्द का हद से गुजर जाना ही इलाज होता है कभी कभी यू ऑल नो दैट somebody guy say और रो लेना और ये पूरा खोटा खत्म कर if you sympathize for your sake they cry more चिल्ड्रन देखो तुम उसको इतना सांत्वना करो वो और रोएगा और केयर ही मत कर अच्छा हो गया बेटा और से गिर ताली बजा वो चुप हो जाते हैं दिस आर ऑल ईगो एंड माइंड एंड मेनी पीपल क्राई फॉर द ईगो आल्सो शो ऑफ टू अदर्स मैं नहीं रोऊंगा तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे लोगों के लिए भी रोते हैं लोग मैंने सब देखा It's so funny, I can't tell all those things. Anyway, come to the last sloka of them. What they say, He Nath, O our Lord, He Ramanatha, Lord of Lakshmi Devi, Vrajanatha, Lord of our entire Vrajabhumi, Arti Nashana, remove our Arti Dukkha. So many times you did it. Magnam, we are all drowned now. Vrujanarnava, in the dukkha of separation from you. Magnam Uddhara, please Hamara Uddhar Karo. Hey Govinda, Gokulam, Vrujanarnava. Not only we, the entire Gokula is drowned in the dukkha kashta of separation from you. Please lift us from that drowning. Obviously, the two options are one, you come. Second, give us wisdom. पहला वाला तो होगा नहीं, दूसरा है wisdom ही है. Is it not? They was intelligently asked. हमको उद्धार करो is original is kashta, dukkha. And no kashta, dukkha can go without jnanam. Because we all million times heard, every dukkha is only born out of ajnanam only. अज्ञान से ही दुख होता है, ज्ञान से दुख नहीं होता. So this is very emotional. He नाथ, हे रमानाथ, हे व्रजनाथ, आरती व्रजनाथ, आरतीनाशना, भग्नम उद्धर गोविंदा, गोकुलम मृजनार्णवा. हम इतने दुखी है, हमका उद्धार कर. See the tragedy. We are infinite self. Instead of remaining that, we became finite jiva. Other jivas and God also infinite self. And we made them also limited. And we want this limited, that limited company to stay together completely. It is like with America or China making relations, on any of the trade. ये परमानेंट नहीं होता हो, ये दोनों आशावादी अवकाशवादी है. उनको कहाँ मौका मिलता वहां जाएंगे. अभी चाइना पाकिस्तान को छोड़ा तो फिर यूएसए अच्छे पाकिस्तान को पकड़ेगा, फिर से हमको धमकी देगा वो. यू कांट ट्रस्ट. China, G20, everywhere they will come, but again he will put all his army and he is so fast. He is in the Leh Ladakh region, he is deploying his army. Yesterday, our chief of army's sentence was, very sensitive it is. Even the ex-defense minister or defense minister, defense नहीं, उन्होंने बताया भी कि very highly volatile and sensitive the issue, uncertain their situation. पता नहीं क्या है. You cannot trust them. So, he nath, he ramanath, he vrajanatharthi, nashana, magnamuddara govinda, gokulam vijnanavat. You and I also have the same prayer. Lord, lift us away from all the dukkhas born out of only one thing called ignorance. Give us wisdom, that is truth alone is real and eternal. Everything comes and goes. Let us enjoy when it is there. Let us enjoy when it goes away. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Bhagavat Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Sri Sutta Sharanam Mama. Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Sri Narada Sharanam Mama. Sri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Sri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Sri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Sri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkrupatamaham vande परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कन्धः आभासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच कलौ न राजन् जगतां परं गुरुं त्रिलोकनाथानतपादपङ्कजं प्रायेण मर्त्याः भगवन्तमच्युतं यक्षन्ति पाषण्डविभिन्नचेतसः यन्नामध्येयं म्रियमाण आतुरः पतन् स्खलन् वा विवशो गृणन् पुमान् विमुक्तकर्मार्गल उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति यक्षन्ति न तं कलौ जनाः पुंसां कलिकृतान् दोषान् द्रव्यदेशात्मसम्भवान् सर्वान् हरति चित्तस्थः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः श्रुतः संकीर्तितो ध्यातः पूजितश्चादृतोऽपि वा नृणां धुनोति भगवान् हृत्स्थो जन्मायुता शुभं यथा हेम्निस्थितो वह्निः दुर्वर्णं हन्ति धातुजम् एवमात्मगतो विष्णुः योगिनाम् अशुभाशयं विद्यातपः प्राणनिरोधमैत्री तीर्थाभिषेक व्रतदानजप्यैः नात्यन्तशुद्धिं लभतेऽन्तरात्मा यथा हृदि स्थे भगवत्यनन्ते तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन् हृदि स्तं कुरु केशवं म्रियमाणो हि अवहितः ततो यासि परां गतिं म्रियमाणैरभिध्येयः भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः आत्मभावं नयत्यङ्ग सर्वात्मा सर्वसम्भवः कलेर्दोषनिधे राजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनाद् एव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत् कृते यत् ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तद्धरि कीर्तनात्. Friends, we are spending good qualitative time, I believe, in trying to understand the last words of teachings by Sri Shukadevji through Parikshit ji to all of us. And as we saw in the 10th shloka, 10th skandha, teachings of Krishna through Uddhava to Gopikas regarding not having the attachments and asha, here the other aspect, the Vyatireka sadhana to be done when it is told, now the Anvaya sadhana also you have to know, and that Anvaya is taught to us in the 12th. I think that's why Bhagavan is teaching these two chapters or skandhas together. Detach from all temporary and attach yourself to permanent. So, one liner as an essence of Shukadevji's teachings, essence of entire Bhagavat Mahapurana teaching, of all Puranas, all Shastras, all the Devatas, Rishi Muni, Guru Bhagavan. If one line we want to do or learn the whole sadhana, is this much. Tasmat Sarvatmana Rajan Hrudistham Kuru Keshava. Full stop. To focus only on this, understand what is the meaning of making Krishna or Keshava to be in our Hridaya, and then how to do that. Keep on learning it and doing it. The rest all is taken care. If there were to be any other solution to avoid the misery or dukkha or anything, that our Shukadevji would have told us. Even if Shukadevji doesn't know, Sutaji would have corrected it while telling it to Shaunakadi. Even if he doesn't know, Vyasa Bhagavan would have corrected it and written that one in this Puran. Even if Vyasa did mistake, from then till now, millions have studied Bhagavata, they should have edited it. So none of them edited, everybody have accepted. Means this is the truth and the eternal truth. What is that? Making the Lord stay in our heart permanently is a permanent solution for all problems coming because of temporary attachments. Very clear? Tasmat sarva atmana rajan hridistam kuru keshavam. As many times as possible, this mantra has to be chanted and deeply. Every day in your puja room, हृदय में केशव को बिठाना है, हृदय में परमात्मा. This thing in your own language, go on saying. Even I believe more than million times better than chanting our Veda mantras, Purana mantras without knowing their meaning and doing all funny upasanas without following the strict discipline. Doing this one because a simple sentence but intensely, sincerely is much more rewarding sadhana. Is it not? Let me establish the Lord in my heart. His Rupa, His Nama, His Guna, His Leela, His Dhama, His Swarupa, and the wisdom given by Him as to how to conduct in the world as His representative, His devotee, His instrument, removing the dukkha of others. Not I become dukkhi by expecting from the people this or that. तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन हृदयस्थम कुरु केशव. हो गया. Now additional things. One is what? Specially in your case, hey Parikshit, what is that? Mriyamanaha. I have no doubt, you have no doubt. Everyone who are assembled here, 88,000, everybody is going to die. But in your case, 7 days was given. Now the seventh day almost. Is it not? Khatam ho raha hai, Mriyamanaha. Therefore, for you, my special suggestion, I can't order, you take it as an order, that what? Make the Keshava to stay in your heart. How? The next word is very, very important. On that, we will focus some 3 or 4 minutes. And that word is avahitaha. है ना? म्रियमाणः अवहितः. अवहित मतलब व्यवहित होकर. व्यवहितः और अवहित मीन्स पूरा सावधान होकर, attentively. Avahitaha. Like you are hunting and you want to hunt any animal or any thing, then that thing is nearby your target. How you become alert to shoot at it? Is it not? In your caroms, you want to put the queen. How you become avahitaha? In the cricket match, last ball, you have to hit 4 runs to begin a match. How you become avahitaha? That sense of total detached from everything and applying oneself exclusively only for this job is the meaning of avahitaha. You should never give any alternative or chance to yourself for anything other than putting all in all efforts for making the Lord established in your heart and you are in Him merging in your own heart. Avahita होकर मतलब अभी वेस्ट करने के लिए टाइम भी नहीं है, इधर उधर देखने के लिए भी टाइम नहीं है. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, the train is going to come in. How relaxed you are. आराम से बैठेंगे, पेपर खोलेंगे, वहाँ कैंटीन में जाकर बिस्कुट खरीदेंगे, बिस्लरी बोतल खरीदेंगे. All that you do, but now the train has arrived almost. Now, do you do all that now? Avahitaha, you are hurrying with your luggage, and it is said that train stays there only for 1 minute. Halt to stop. How you become single pointed in your job of work of duty of boarding the train. Nothing important at that time. How many examples we are seeing through all of that. Find the meaning of this word and feel it. Avahitaha. Savadhan hokar. Neither remember me, nor remember your curse, nor remember the Akshaka coming, going and biting you, nor worry about your son Janamejaya, nor worry about who will rule this kingdom. None of that. Your only single pointed job is to see that the Lord is established in your heart. Why and when? Why and when? For both the question answer is same. You are Mriyamanaha. You are going to die now. Means the Takshaka is going to come and bite you. Now, how crucial and important is this instruction for all of us who will have to leave one day or the other? Why sentiment attached to that? वो तो एक्सेप्ट करना ही पड़ेगा. अब से लेकर अवहित होकर only भगवान कृष्ण और राम in whatever the form रूप you do, you just make him more and more established in heart. There is one quotation, long back we used to say 2-3 years back. What is that? Kick the world before the world kicks you. How? By yourself hooking on to the Lord. Hook on to the Lord and kick away the world. Otherwise, world will kick you, and you don't want to hold the Lord, then you will be nowhere only. Kick the world before the world kicks, and you hold on to the God. That's what Parikshit does here. He doesn't care Takshaka coming, biting. He kicked his own body. He kicked all the incident only. Dare not anybody touch me. I am Brahman. He merges in the Brahma Tattva. That possibility we have to make possible. Mriyamanaha avahitaha. All of us from now onwards, only one thing, full vyasa, avahitata के साथ, सावधानी के साथ, alertness के साथ, more and more, केशव भगवान को हम अपने हृदय में बैठाना. Again, don't get bound by any mind's mischief of sentiments, emotion inside. Outside, do natak. नो डोंट टेल आउटसाइड. स्वामी जी ने कहा भागवत में परीक्षित जी को, सुखदेव ने कहा अब कोई सेंटिमेंट इमोशन मत रखो, इसलिए मैं तुमको प्यार नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ऐसा अनाउंस मत करो. यू बी डूइंग सेम नॉनसेंस आउटसाइड ऑफ नाटक, बट इनसाइड ओनली द लॉर्ड, ओनली द लॉर्ड, नथिंग एल्स, नथिंग एल्स, नथिंग एल्स. नहीं तो फंस जाएंगे अगले अगले जन्म में. ऑन द अदर हैंड, सावधान होकर सिंगल पॉइंटेड एफर्ट से, इफ यू कैन पुट द लॉर्ड इन आवर हार्ट and then Mriyamanaha leave the body, the Shukadevji assures here the result is Tato Yasi Param Gatim. Then you will reach the Paragati of Vishnu Loka, Vaikuntha Loka, or any divine higher abodes where Bhagavan wants to send us. Further, in fact, Antakamalevata Mameva Sarvakta Madbhavam Yati, we become one with that divine Paramatma Anubhuti. इतना बड़ा हमको फलितम और रिवार्ड मिलने वाला है. इज इट नॉट वर्दी ऑफ ट्राइंग फॉर इट? थिंक अबाउट इट. सो दीज आर द ग्रेट इंस्ट्रक्शंस यूनिवर्सली टू एवरीवन. जब तक जीना है जी लिया है, हो गया. वी हैव टू नापो अपना आगे वाला रास्ता, एंड दैट शुड बी बेटर. फॉर दैट हैव द लॉर्ड इन द हार्ट ऑल द टाइम. कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण रूप, राम नाम राम रूप, और राम लीला बस, उसमें हमारा दिल पूरा डूब जाना चाहिए. So this can be taught only after listening to 10-11 skandhas and we get matured. जो बंदे शुरू में आके ऐसे बात होते वो भाग जाएंगे. But you and I are at least are still sitting and listening because of the training we received in last 3 years in our hundreds of classes where we studied Upanishads, we studied Vedanta, we understood the absolute truth, Brahman reality, we understood the world as its as projection, unreal, and all these put together gave us capacity to listen. The other fellows, people who just come now, ऐसे बात सुनो घबरा कर भाग जाते हैं. Because they come to classes only to invoke from the Lord blessings for their own life of attachment and bhoga in the world. ये जन्म में नहीं, भगवान 10 जन्म में हमको आप नहीं चाहिए, यही चाहिए मुझे, ऐसे मांगने के लिए आते लोग. अब उनको सडनली बोलो सब छोड़, हृदय में भगवान को ध्यान करो, पहले उनको दिल में बैठता नहीं वो बात. They don't even accept it. What are you talking, Swamiji? Our friends, relatives, wonderful life with them, so beautiful. I want that to continue. For that I came to you to bless me, and you are telling me keep the Lord in heart. आप अपने भगवान को रखो, मैं जा रहा हूँ in search of other Baba. कितने बाबे हैं इस दुनिया में? Somebody will definitely be listening to me and blessing me with my prayers. Everybody cannot say these things. Everybody cannot listen these things. Everybody don't deserve it to understand. Only few rare ones whom the Lord chooses. So if we fall in that category, then we realize the depth and importance of this sentence, statement, or knowledge and mean it in our life. Mean in our life. Bhagavan, ruthlessly let me reject everything from my heart. May I seek you, the eternal. May I seek you, the eternal. May I seek you, the eternal. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So, Miramanaha Vaitaha Tato Yasi Param Gatim. So, with that, instead of going to Janmamarana Chakra, you will reach to the supreme abode of Lord only. Hey Parikshita, please do this one. Tasmat Sarvatmana Rajan, Hridistam Kurukeshvam, especially your Mriyamana now, therefore Avahita Hokar, only Keshav ko Hriday mein rakho, the result is Param Gatim Yasi. This is directly addressed to Parikshit. And same thing is addressed by Shukadevji in general to all those who are assembled and all those who are studying Bhagavata and coming to this portion and studying it attentively. And what it is, Mriyamanaihi abhidhyeyah Bhagavan Haririshwaraha Atmabhavamunayati Anga Sarvatma Sarvasambhavaha. Again, a very, very resourceful, meaningful, very energetic, inspiring, powerful shloka, this one. Almost all words in this shloka are also worthy of pondering with a pause, with sufficient value importance given. What is word? Mriyamanaihi abhidhyeyaha Bhagavan Harihi Ishwaraha. Meaning looks to be simple, but that we have to take into the deep core of our heart. बातें सिंपल ही होते हैं लेकिन उनको दिल में मिटाना पड़ता है और उनके ऑपोजिट वाले बातों को दिल से धकेल देना पड़ता है. So, Mriyamanaihi means those are about to die. Who are about to die. And to most of the people, the Bhagavan gives a subtle hint. Those who are little sensitive, sensible, they just can sense it. Those who are frightened or careless and all, they don't bother about it. According to age or health condition, all of us, in general, nobody is permanent. वो तो पता है ही. तो म्रियमाणैहि अभिध्येयः भगवान हरिः ईश्वरः. Bhagavan is full of all the Bhaga. Harihi, who is a Harana Karta of all our Ajnana and Dukkha. Why he does it? How he does it? Because he is Ishvaraha. He is capable of it. He is Klesha Karma Vibhag Ashehi Aparamushtaha and Pursa Vishesha Ishvara hai wo. Is it not? तत्र निरितशयं सर्वज्ञत्व बीजं स पूर्वेशामपि गुरुः कालेन अनवच्छेदातु. We are going to see all that. ईश्वर के definitions in our Yoga Darshana Shastram Patanjali. Now, in this shloka, in the first line, the important word, like earlier one, avahitaha, is avidhyeyaha. So, Mriyamanaihi Bhagavan Harihi Ishwaraha avidhyeyaha. So, abhitaha means paritaha. What is said as sarvatmana, what is said as avahitaha, what is said as avidhyeyaha. These words complementing each other should make the seeker intensely and exclusively do only one job of dhyana of Krishna or Paramatma so that he is established in the heart. Av Krishna ka dhyan. So, av to utkar shrutah sankirtitah dhyatah pujitah shrutah sankirtitah pujitah आद्रता यू कैन नॉट डू नाउ. श्रुतन तो हो गया, अब संकीर्तन तुमको कौन सुनेगा अभी. और पूजिता अभी यू कैन नॉट ब्रिंग पूजा मंडप हियर. तक्षका इज गोइंग टू कम एनी टाइम. सो व्हाट इज रिमेनिंग इज ध्यातः. देयरफॉर भगवान अभिध्येयः. सो ध्येयः टू बी मेडिटेटेड. अभिध्येयः सिंगल पॉइंटेडली एक्सक्लूसिवली ओनली ऑन द लॉर्ड यू मेडिटेट. And what is the thought of meditation? Paramatma being Parabrahma, I am one with him. Or in Saguna Sakara, whichever suits you, you feel easy, comfortable, wo wala karo. So, Sarvatmana, Avahitaha, Avidhyeyaha. These are powerful words. Sarvatmana, by all means, three meanings we said. Avahitaha, Savdhan ke saath. Avidhyeyaha, single pointedly, exclusively, you do the dhyana of Bhagavan only. And who can do it? The one who is sitting so frequently for dhyana abhyas throughout his life alone can effortlessly dhyana Bhagavan ka at the time of departure kar sakta hai. The one who is a glutton, who is a fighter with the people, who is always sensuous, running, एक कभी बैठा ही नहीं ध्यान में जिंदगी भर, उसको अभी करो ध्यान बोले तो होगा ही. This thing I am realizing now. And now I feel so sorry that we have insisted people for some time, not much, okay, that be regular class mein aao satsang. They are helpless victims of their own mind. But we never insisted for our own selfishness. Therefore, that regret, guilt is not there, but guilt, regret of understanding the helpless nature of the mind of people. They're so much lost into the world. Once and twice I spoke about people of your own family also when they don't attend class. I take back all those sentences. I sympathize with you and them now because their nature of mind is so extroverted. Even God cannot make. How can we? बट वी नीड टू से गो ऑन एक बार नहीं तो हजार बार बोलेगा शायद उनको लगता होगा because totally into a different world they are there not at all available to this it is a misery to them when you tell them and pull them zabardasti like if you are truly soaked in spirituality and if you are asked to go and join any of that worldly sensuous things how wrongly placed disturbed we feel. Is it not? Like a non smoker. And he has got some suffocation with that passive smoke also. If he is kept in that place, how suffocating he'll feel. So too those who are addicted to that, उनको छोड़ो बोलो तो उनको ऐसे लगता है. Therefore, lovingly, sympathetically, trying to educate and educate them, counsel them, we have to do it. Otherwise, we have no right. That is why no guru of the highest order will, other than suggesting, will not do anything. That's why all our shastras are suggestions only. They are not insistences. Bhagavan Krishna also suggested and they said, Yatechasi tathakur. We will see day after tomorrow in our next chapter. Our Sukadevji also suggests Parikshit ji. Finally, life is yours, decision is yours. Okay? But here, because Parikshitji asked at the time of death what is to be done specifically the best thing. Shukadevji is telling, Priyamanaihi Harihi Ishvaraha Bhagavana Vidya. To you also it is Priyamanahi Avahitaha Tatoyas Barangatim, particularly is taught to Parikshita because of his question. In general also, whoever are studying Bhagavata, if you want to reach the Lord after leaving the body, at the time of that departure, do the avidyana only of Paramatma. Priyamanaihi avidyeyaha Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. Can we say this sentence 11 times? Like Tasmat Sarvasmana we said, we will say why not? Priyamanairavidyeyaha Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. Priyamanairavidyeyaha Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. Priyamanairavidyeyaha Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. Priyamanairavidyeyaha Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. Priyamanairavidyeyaha Bhagavan Haririshwaraha Mriyamanairavidyeyaha 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 Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. If you do that, what is the reward Bhagavan gives us? Atma Bhavam Nayati Anga. He gives you you in oneness with him. He'll give Atma Bhava. He is that Sachidananda Bhava. That thing only he gives as an experience. How can he give it? Because he is Sarvatma and he is Sarva Sambhavaha. Sarva Sambhava means creator of all. Sarva Sambhava is capable of all. Nitya Muktaha, Nitya Ishvaraha. Sada Muktaha, Sada Ishvaraha. Like morning we saw in definition of Ishvaraha. So Sarva Sambhava, असंभव कोई नहीं है उनको. And वो सर्व के आत्मा है. Therefore, he can give us Atma Bhavam. If you can do the avidhyana of him, Mriyamanaha. And that is why avidhyaha should be meditated. Bhagavan Hari Ishvaraha at the time of departure. Nobody can do it unless throughout life they remember God. Therefore, remembering the God, establishing him in our heart, blessed by remembering him at the time of death, blessed by him, reaching to him should be our primary goal. Doing that primarily, any other things secondarily we have to do. फाइनली अपना आध्यात्मिक उन्नति पे ध्यान दे बाकी कोई अपना नहीं है कोई कुछ नहीं है सब बकवास I myself am jiva delusory. How can other jivas are important or real? काय का भटक रहे है ना. In the dream I am attached to all the people The dream fellow me, dreamer himself is useless. He is himself unreal. How can he be attached to all other? He should awaken to his waking plane where he knows all are one. In the same way, let us become more and more strong in our Vedantic knowledge of Paramatma alone being truth, everything else is just projected. Yet we do our dharma, yet we do our decent outer life. Usko compromise nahi karna. Vedanta misused person, the person who misuses Vedanta become irresponsible in the world. Vedanta gives you higher vision, not at the cost of, doing wrong things or not doing the thing to be done at the व्यवहार level. व्यवहार को कभी छोड़ना नहीं होता, व्यवहार छूट जाता है when you are doing your own sadhana. छोड़ो मत, छूट नहीं दो ऐसे. Nothing. You can't live. You have to be in this very world. You have to be with the people. You have to follow all the rules, norms, dictions, everything. Don't be reckless, careless. Keep that as goal. Go through these inevitabilities. Clear? This is how it is. Two beautiful slokas are there. We'll study them tomorrow. With this, we will be doing with our third chapter. Then fourth one talks about four pralayas. Fifth one talks about again last few sloka upadesha by SHUKADEVJI to PARIKSHIT. The sixth one, PARIKSHIT leaves. Seventh onwards, Suta Shaunakadi Samvada go continue in that Markandeya Charitra Ityadi. Maybe in few days of time, this 12th skandha will be over. 10th का भी भगाएंगे हम. Once this is over, Ramayana will continue. It will take some more months, 2 or 3. We'll start something after Bhagavatam. When it is, I don't know, in Hindi. जो भी है, प्रभु इच्छा. सर्वम कृष्णार्पणम्. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम श्री गुरु ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवो प्राणाय पानव्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मवीर मध्य मध्य अमृतपादत्रावस्तपाद प्रक्षालनाचूर्णताम्बूल नीराजनान् दर्शयामि. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम नित्यगणमोहन बालगोपाल वेणुगान नवनीत चोर भक्तजनाधार परमदयावार्ति मुक्ति संद गीतामृतदात प्रमयोगीश पार्थ सारथि रूप कृष्ण सरमंगल. ओम न तत्र सूर्य भाति न चंद्रतारकम नीमा तस्य वास नारायण दास नमो ब्रह्मा व्यास योगींद्राय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय नमः संसार सर्वदष्टम योग विश्वनाथ. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. भागवत महापुराण की जय. वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक गण की जय. थैंक यू.